Hi Rebecca, thank you for inviting me at your stand at Tefaf. It's your first time that you're here and you brought something special for us. I think we all know what it is. Can you tell me about this painting?
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, as you were saying, it's our first time here exhibiting at Tefaf from MS Rau in New Orleans. Mm-hmm. We've been in my great-grandfather started the gallery in 1912. And we're very happy to be here because it's the best fair in the world. We've come for years, but it's our first time having our own stand. So to kick off our debut here, we wanted to bring something really special. I know it's near and dear to the Dutch people's heart, and so we felt very welcomed by collectors, by museums, by everyone, even working in the building. So as you know, this is a Union period Van Gogh from 1884. It's an intense psychological portrait, in my opinion. As you know, he returned to Noonan because he was struggling to find his footing and to succeed, and he came back to stay with his parents. And unlike some of the other artists working in the 19th century, he didn't really want to typecast peasants there. He wanted to show them as true individuals. And so when you study her face, which is exquisitely detailed...
Yeah, we're going to KunstKijken now, eh?
Yep.
We're going to watch art, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, tell me about the painting. Who is this person? Do you know her name?
So she is a peasant. We don't know her name, unfortunately, but he captures in detail her amazing cap. And what I love so much about it is in general, Van Gogh knew how to capture emotion, but he really wanted to show these people with dignity, even if they were struggling, even if they were impoverished. You know, he wanted to show that they were deserving of a portrait, of respect, of celebration. And her gaze is so penetrating and so direct that even though for most people the reference when they see this, they immediately think of the potato eaters, which came from the following year.
Yeah, because these are the early painters, the paintings.
Yep.
And then later on we had all the
explosion of color. But this, as you know, and as the Dutch audience does know, I feel as though it's really a continuation of these painterly traditions that come from the region. You know, there's almost a direct link with the 17th century in his palette, and even in her, including her cap. The brush stroke starts to go a bit more expressive, and you can anticipate where he'll head, where he's going.
Here also, you can see that.
Yeah, so you can understand that he's starting to experiment more, and true realism was not ultimately what he would stay within, but that kind of muddy, dark, rich, earthy palette feels to me like a departure from Hals and the other 17th century contemporaries of Hals. So I think there's a lot of pride in this piece, and it's been really amazing to watch it be studied by so many experts, so many art lovers. A conservator came to study it for a client the other day, and
because it's sold there, the painting is sold.
It is.
Yeah, not to a museum, I heard.
It's going to a private museum, and it's in super pristine condition. You know, all the brushstrokes are really fresh. It's been well cared for. Van Gogh Museum does have a couple of similar works, and there are similar works around the world, but as you know, it's a rare opportunity to find something like this on the private market.
Yeah, because when I saw it first, I thought I saw this face earlier. Okay, one moment. And I thought I saw it was in the I saw this painting before, and I think I saw it in the Kroller Muller Museum. I think it's the same. What do you think? Is it the same woman?
Unfortunately, the majority of these sitters were not documented. Occasionally, he would give sketches and things as gifts to the sitters, but oftentimes they weren't even held on to because, as we all know, he was so misunderstood at that period. There's certainly a likeness in the eyes.
Yeah. And the nose as well.
Yeah, as well. The brow is perhaps a bit different, but it could be. This to me, I mean, this woman looks a bit older to me. But I'd like to study that further. That's interesting. And we actually met someone the other day who is working at one of the cafeterias at the fair, and she said her claim to fame was that her great perhaps great-grandmother was one of the potato eaters. So we've met a few people from Noonan, and they've really gravitated to this work, and it's such a thing of pride for especially people from the area.
I want to thank you for your time because it's so crowded now and everybody wants to see the Van Gogh, and I'm like feeling like a little bit embarrassed to stand here alone with you. So thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for visiting. It's a pleasure, and I'm happy you had some close-up time with the work because she's very special.
Thank you so much.